Hello, I'm Sean Davies, this is Jack Hagley. We're here for Submission Radio's Technique of the Week. Today we're doing the Vitor Belfort Blitz. Now with this technique, Vitor Belfort used this really effectively against Wanderlei Silva. This technique lends from Muay Thai walkthrough techniques. A lot of the freestyle kickboxers use this technique, Taekwondo and even traditional karate. So it's not necessarily new. It's a very aggressive technique. It's got a lot of positives to it. So the key to this technique is the start of the technique. You have to get your opponent engaged with you, whether it be either feinting or faking the technique or actually landing. I actually like to start this technique when you're landing something, or you've already hit your opponent, or you've got them covered up. Okay, the key. You don't want to start this technique out of range. Okay, so from here, he actually started the technique with a left right. He actually caught Wanderlei Silva with both punches. He had him rocked. Okay, and instead of disengaging or allowing him to recover, he walked through and closed a lot of distance. He literally walked his other foot through and walked through left hand. He walked through again through the left, and he actually covered the whole span of the octagon. He eventually finished him off with the right hand. Wanderlei Silva cowered down and he finished him off against the cage. Now the footwork is the key to this technique. When you're throwing these punches or techniques, you want to be grounded at all times, okay? And the list and the range of techniques you can use, from both punches to takedowns, can be seamlessly integrated into this technique. But the key, I find, is making sure you're always grounded on the back foot. So it's like opposite hand, opposite foot walks forward, okay? So whenever you're coming through, you're always grounded in a fighting stance. You can obviously, with this technique, you can step off to the side. If they start firing straight back at you, you can step off to the side, start throwing overhand techniques or uppercuts from here. You can step through and throw kicks if they angle off, or knees. The list is endless. You're developing a lot of momentum into these techniques, so you can actually develop and have a lot of power in all of these. So things to watch out for with this technique is obviously distance. Making sure you're throwing this and get them engaged in the technique. So say for instance I walk through and I'm throwing a overhand left, and if that completely misses, I can then be very vulnerable for other counter techniques. Okay, Shogun, who was really effective, he knocked out Chuck Liddell with a walk-through left hand. He tried this very same technique against OSP, but then was countered by a check hook, and he actually face planted after that. So as I said, the key is to make sure your opponent is engaged in the technique. It's a high risk but definitely high reward technique, and that's how you do the Vitor Belfort Blitz.